Kids know farts are fun, you know? Kids know farts are shit without the mess, right? Same funny sound, same vile smell, kids. No fuss, no muss. Remember when you were a kid one time, maybe with short pants on, sitting in church on a wooden bench? And you had to do the one cheek sneak?
I remember.
Right in tune with the organ. That's why they call those pews. I found that out, man. Farts are, hey, farts keep us in our place. Well, actually, they disperse us many times. But they do. They keep you in your place. They keep you humble. They remind you who you are. That's right, Dr. Goddard. Well, the initial series of Mariner flights, of course, all the Mariner landings, the complete circumnavigation of the map, the complete global map, the complete running of the entire series on Mars with the Mariner. Pardon me. Come over here. Why don't you come over here? Then, we'll be going to Jupiter right after that. This man still has exhaust of his own. Did you ever notice that your own farts smell okay?
I have.
Say, that's fairly decent.
I've thought that.
I think I'll stay home today. Do some reading in the closet. Not only do you not mention the word fart, you never refer to farts. They're more secret and worse than fucking. No fart mentions, no references to fart. You never see a fart reference. You'd think by now, after 20 or 30 years of television, that some guy once would have gone, whew.
Even though none of my adult people in my life growing up felt that way, they would always crack a joke about their fart and then try to fart more to make a bigger scene. But for some odd reason, I just had this whole thing like I'm gonna squeeze until I can go do it in private. Actually, for some odd reason, that was a thing that was instilled in me, like that's the right thing to do. Like everybody else around me doesn't deserve to have to smell my fart. But now I know most the adults or influences in my life, like they don't give a damn. Probably because they listen to him and they're like, just let it go, son. Be proud of it. Alright, so I guess I find my own humor in farts. But at the same time, it is not ladylike. It is not gentlemanlike. And I'm still not going, if I can, I'm not going to make other people have to suffer through my farts. I do the silent but deadly ones. And once I notice that other people notice, if I can't get away from them, I'll just look at them all crazy-eyed. Like, The smeller's the feller, right? I was taught that. Anyway, gotta love fart jokes, right? So let's get into this. He finally, this investigative journalist that he don't even consider himself that, he's just trying to figure out the truth of what's going on, right? But he ended up being able to goat a Haitian into talking to him. And I believe that same Haitian has been experiencing and feeling the same aura that I've had to go through several times in my life. It's just right now in this climate, I'm very on edge. And that's why I'm done talking to folks about whatever. If they want to know how I feel about any of this, this is exactly where they're going to come. Because I'm not going to talk to them. Which sucks. I love human to human interaction. So let's go ahead and dive into this. I gotta go here, here, and then here.
Work here, they do it. It's weird. It's like they're being controlled. Not kidding.
Yep.
But then this guy, though. So this is Rami. We connected on social media because he said he had gotten a bunch of death threats from the locals here. Well, I asked Rami about how he got here, and he told me pretty much everything. And to be honest, he's a really nice guy. I don't think he knows anything about the bad stuff happening all around him. Rami came here legally. He paid for his own flight from D.C., and he applied for what they call humanitarian parole. Which means he can leave a country in distress, and he can come here and work legally. And temporarily. Look, he showed me all his documents. He's on the up and up. He took a bus to Charleroi to live with his cousin, who's been here for years. They need a sponsor to take him in when they arrive. So why not your Haitian cousin, right? He says he's not doing anything wrong, and I believe him.
I like to speak for myself. As I told you the other day, I got my paperwork. I got everything. They be saying that we're illegal or something. I got everything. So I don't know. Maybe some.
Now, by all means, folks, what I want you to observe is the way his voice sounds. Because I believe this man that has all of his paperwork in order and he is not doing anything wrong. He is not breaking the law. He is not an illegal immigrant. But he's feeling the same thing I'm feeling at the same time. I just had to learn how to live through it, which most of you don't know how that feels. So let's keep going.
Over some immigrants are illegal or something, but I don't know. But me, I am legal. But they be calling us alien. It's like, sounds like we come from another planet or something like that. I don't know, illegal aliens, the former President Trump said it. The vice president said it too. But I don't know, man. If they want proof, I can't prove that I'm legal or something because I got all my papers and shit.
How have you been treated here?
It depends. I stay on my lane. I'm not my business. I just wake up.
That is the difference between me and him. I was born here. But several times, whenever this immigration thing comes up, actually, and I was young, dumb, and naive enough to go out and hear a lot of people's opinions, not actually realizing the type of harm that would come to me. I don't know. I was just stupid to go out in these types of environments. Young, dumb, full of cum, whatever they call that. I was naive. And then I got what you would call persecuted in different ways because I didn't want to hate. He knows better because of where he came from and where he's at right now with this thing he's feeling. He's like, I stay in my lane. I go to work, I do my job, and I go home.
Go to work, get back home, and that's it.
So you're just trying to come, make a good living, and then save up money and go home?
Yeah, because I'm only here for 2 years. It's a 2-year program.
A lot of people, you said a lot on that Facebook post about how unfair it was about all the stuff that's going on. Can you explain to me that?
This stuff that's going on online. Like if I be walking on the street, I don't feel threatened or something like that, but
I do.
On the internet, they be saying all kind of stuff, all kind of stupid stuff. So, because I watched a lot of videos about the situation right after the presidential debate, when President Trump came up with the dog, cat eating stuff. It's just not fair to me, because that's a lie. It's just a lie. And they be saying we buying cars, we getting like excessive amount of money on food stamps, EBT and stuff. Just a lie. We don't get that much. Of course, we get government assistance like food stamp.
Some help.
$291 a month and $195 cash. And I watched the video. I think you did this interview with that girl. She was talking about we getting like 29,000 on EBT cash. And I'd be laughing at that. If I had $29,000 right now, I would go back to my country.
I'd move to Florida.
They be saying we're buying like expensive cars, like brand new cars. This is my car right here.
The white one?
No,
The Ultima?
the Altima.
Okay.
It's a 20.
But are there people here that are getting a lot of money, Haitian people? Because a lot of people say they see them driving around in nice cars, nice clothes. Is that over?
Everybody can't get a car here, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's credit. Even with a bad or no credit, you can still buy a car. Yeah, you're just gonna get high interest. I got high interest on that, and it's overpriced.
Yeah.
Just like with you.
The high mileage on it, the year, it's overpriced. So what they talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
What are
went
you
to New
talking
York.
about?
You didn't come across the border like a lot of people in town did, right? A lot of people here came across the Mexico border,
Mm-hmm.
and they ended up on buses here. That's what people in town say.
I don't know. I don't know too much about that.
You don't know how a lot of people got here?
I know about the border crisis and something like that. But
Something I can actually respect from almost every foreigner I've ever met or had to work with in my life. If they don't know for a fact the answer to a question I ask them, they don't answer on that. They're like, I don't know about that. Like, hey, but because most us Americans, instead of actually educating yourself to be able to speak on that, we just assume, which makes a ass out of you and me, or me and you. Assume, because we're so educated, right?
I jumped on a plane from Haiti, landed in New York.
Paid for your own ticket.
Yeah.
Landed, got sponsored by your cousin, ended up here, and you're working, paying taxes.
Yeah.
So it seems like you're doing things correctly. From my point of view, you're doing things...
I think all of us do.
Okay. Because there's a lot of people that say that there's a lot that come over the border, that don't check in, that don't pay taxes. But it seems like you are doing that. I guess that's what I'm saying.
I don't think that's true. I just can't believe the people, they underestimate their government like that. It's not like they just open the border and
it's open.
just flew in.
Yeah, it is. Actually, there's a lot of people coming here.
Yeah, but I don't think they're here illegally.
Okay.
Well, I don't think so.
That man has a logical understanding of what's going on. Do you seriously think that your government cannot control this situation collectively together? It's just one of them freak things that just magically happened. Or do you think that they are controlling it exactly the way they planned it to accrue? Because that's how I feel. So whenever I even have a conversation, it does not matter who I have a conversation with about this. These folks do not think about that. I made a commercial. I'll bring it up here later.
Okay. Now, we do have a huge crisis at our border, but you didn't
It is
come
a
that
huge
way.
crisis.
I guess that's what I was asking. Okay. Okay.
It's an
How many people in town do you
immigration
think came in the right way out of the Haitian
There's
people?
nothing legal about or illegal about it.
Okay.
A lot of us. Because a lot of Haitians, they had to walk like 13 or 14 countries from the South America to come here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I heard all of that.
So a lot of these Haitians that are here are going to go back when it's time to go back, just like you?
Know. I can speak for myself.
Yeah.
I know I'm going back home. But I don't know about them. I don't know what they think.
So your whole goal was just to come, make money, get out of Haiti for a while, save up, and go back home and start a business.
Yeah.
And you don't know a lot of these other people. You have no idea what their plan is.
No idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you feel that this town will ever accept all of the Haitians that have come here?
don't know. I don't know, but most of my neighbors, for example, in this neighborhood, they friendly.
They're friendly.
Yeah. They wave back when you wave at them. They say hello.
So they're friendly to your face, but on social media, they're not friendly.
I know. Yeah.
I agree. I've had a hard time getting people to talk to me that have said mean things on the internet. They won't talk to me in person. I agree.
They say what?
They're saying that a lot of the Haitians are showing up at the border, being given fake documents, and bussed up into small towns to be used as slave labor.
Who gave them this document?
Some nonprofits are giving them documents. And
what most of you do not do is question anything you're told. We need to question more. How'd they get the documents? The illegal ones. The ones that don't follow the laws. You just want to hate. And it's all their fault. So that way you don't have to assume any responsibility for none of it. And we're rolling into an election. And you get to vote for shit or shittier. And you're going to continue to keep on doing that. Knowing that at the end of the day, you're still left with shit. Thinking you did your part as an American.
just putting them on a bus and dropping them off in small towns so that companies can use them as slave labor. That's what I'm hearing is happening.
As a slave labor, do they pay taxes?
I don't know if they're paying. I think they're being paid under the table. I don't even know if they're even paying taxes.
I don't know, man. I don't think that's true, man.
You never heard of any of that around here?
No.
Do you talk?
They already passed the laws to get these people here to work. It's hard to live, at least through my experience, getting paid under the table. Why would they let these people come here and get jobs like that? It's money, baby. Money is what is controlling this whole thing. All these Haitians, all these immigrants, it's not just the Haitians, are paying their taxes into the system that is screwing you, us, me, the American citizens. Actually. You work with one of these people? Finally, I found out that there's some, it's finally in my community. If I actually had people that wanted to support me, I would go out and communicate with them. Sadly enough, where I know that they hired some Haitians, I actually don't think they're doing it the right way, so they'll probably get caught and busted. But to each their own.
Talk to a lot of people that are
Back in
here.
the days, like, I don't know, like 2014 or 16, I heard about, like, people working under the table, they getting paid cash and then, like, on an envelope and something like that.
Yeah. Used to be. Not no more.
They're doing that shit no more.
So you haven't heard of any of that going on here?
Uh-uh.
Do you talk to a lot of people that are here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, I talked to a welfare worker.
I believe that man to be as open and honest as he knows. You know, sometimes you just can't answer questions because you don't know. You can't speak for other people. But at the juncture, when he was talking about the border, which this man doesn't necessarily know anything about what's going on at the border so much, he actually took an airplane from Haiti to New York. We can't even get direct flights like that. We have to go through the red eye. But he definitely bucked up and said, I don't believe that. Why do we collectively believe the half-truths? Kind of like a Santa Claus. Oh, it's a white lie, Mark. First time in my life, my own family, not flesh and blood. When I found out that they were willing to lie to me, was over Santa Claus. Something as stupid as some fat dude that comes through a chimney that we didn't have and gives you presents. But I believed them when they told me. Go to bed. You gotta go to bed, Mark. Santa Claus won't come if you don't go to bed. And we still teach that it's supposed to be acceptable for all sorts of reasons, right? It's fun, Mark. It's okay to lie if it's fun. Now I'm actually having fun with all these adults that are believing lies and not actually knowing, but then wondering why their kids lie to them. I look at them and I'm like, well, it's fun, right? It's not fun. My kid's 18, 19 years old and they lied to me. And I'm like, but it's fun, right? Lying is fun. You taught them that with Santa Claus. This ain't fun. I have to pay for that car that they wrecked. And I was like, all I can say is it's fun for someone. The insurance companies. At the end of the day, when your kid realizes that they're not going to suffer a consequence for wrecking your car after they lied to you, it's fun for them. It's just not fun for you. Who's the adult in the room? I don't know. But by all means, don't assume the responsibility for any of it. I hope you got something from this. Now, if you actually want to not vote for shit or shittier in this election, you can see right up there, I did everything in my power that I could by myself to make it so you could vote for me for the next U.S. Senator in the greatest state of Ohio. And I would go to Washington And I would definitely fight for you. For all of us. Even the people you might hate. So let me show you a little something. And I've been learning for years about this immigration thing. So if I go to here, like, share, subscribe, folks. That's how you could help. So history playlist videos, made a commercial about this immigration invasion, because that's actually what it is. And there's a reason behind it, because it's called the replacement theory. If you want to educate yourself about the goal for just this, is right here. We have to stop the invasion to know, and no one else is ever even trying. So let's go ahead and watch this. Whether you're Democrat or Republican, most of us believe that this has turned into a migration invasion. So what do we do about it? You help me spread this message so that way I can get the job and go to Washington, craft the legislation needed to defund every entity and organization that's helping them get through. I will then utilize and work with your other representatives. I will insist that they sign and support the bill so we can get a floor vote. Vote for Nathan Russell, your next independent U.S. Senator for the greatest state of Ohio, and together we will take back our sovereignty. Sponsored and paid for by Nathan Russell, fighting for an independent Ohio. If that's something you guys, all my friends and family, don't want to help me do, it's real simple. I ain't begging you for money. Like, share, subscribe. That's all you got to do. Go to my videos. Watch them. Most of them aren't, I can't get money from YouTube for my like, shares, views, because most of them don't even qualify to get money from, because of the things I speak about, which is trying to educate you on the real facts of these situations. So that was a commercial I put out way back when. And now, like I said, coming to a town near you folks. Hope you got something from this. Like, share, subscribe. Maybe you might actually see the compassion that God gave you.